Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I have 3 great fall decor crafts for you guys to try. Alright, if you're new here, my name is Claire. My channel is all about mom stuff, lady stuff, and life stuff. So definitely hit that subscribe button down below. Today I am doing some crafts. I love crafting, not only myself, but with my kids. And anytime there's a seasonal change, we always like to kind of ring it in with some crafting. So today I have 3 ideas for you. My 2 sons, Fox and Desmond, they are 3 years old and 2 years old. All 3 of these projects are something that they could help me with. They're not ones that they could do all on their own quite yet, but depending on how old your children are, you can definitely modify these or help them along, but these are definitely things you can do with your family or by yourself because they are really cute on their own, as well as like a totally cool adult. You can do this even if you don't have kids. So I hope you enjoy these ideas. My first project is actually this darling corn like art. And all I did was Google cartoon corn, picked one that looked good, and did my best to trace it on a canvas. I am sure there is some sort of downloadable, printable corn you can find on there. It just seemed easier to do this for me. And of course, I chose a canvas because it's just easier to like put it up every year on a canvas, but you could do this, you know, on a piece of paper too. And I am just going to simply paint the corn yellow and paint the sort of leaves, the husk. Is that what I'm thinking of? You know that part. I'm gonna paint that part green and let that dry completely. If you have older kids, you can have them do that part, or you can make this out of paper. You don't even have to paint it. And then when it's dry, I'm actually going to set out some buttons for my oldest son, Fox. And we are going to fill the corn with buttons to make it look like Indian corn, which of course is a type of corn that's extremely colorful and really cool looking, and you often find in fall decor. And I thought this was just so darling. You could use tacky glue or Elmer's glue. This is actually glue I got from the dollar store. I also got those buttons at the dollar store too, the whole entire jar. So a really inexpensive and totally darling piece of artwork, and Fox was really proud of himself. The next project I'm going to do, you are going to need a wine bottle. You can also find a bottle like this like at the Dollar Tree, but this is just an actual old wine bottle. And I'm also using some contact paper, and I've decided to cut out some circles by using the top of the wine bottle as sort of a stencil. But you could do any shape you want. You could do like a jack-o'-lantern face, you could do leaves. I just thought the circles were cute and simple, and so I'm just going to cut all of them out of the contact paper. And then I'm just going to stick them on the bottle just in a random formation. You could definitely get super creative with this. You could do all sorts of patterns, all sorts of fancy stuff, but I just thought random polka dots would be totally cute. So I'm just going to stick those all over my bottle. You could definitely have kids do this, but mine were a little bit too young for this one. But when it came to the painting time, definitely young kids could help you with this one. And I've decided to sponge paint it just because I thought the texture would be pretty interesting. The 3 colors I'm using are yellow, orange, and like a metallic bronzy gold color. And this is just acrylic paint. I find that just plain old acrylic paint works pretty much really well for all types of art projects. So that's usually the type of paint I keep in the house. I did yellow first, and now I'm going over it with the orange. It looked a little bit like, I don't know, fiery for a while, so definitely it made a really big difference when I added that little bit of brown. It really like brought in the fall colors. But like honestly, you could choose any color. Like this whole idea is like really easy and flexible to the project you're doing. You could just do this for pretty much any holiday, and like they just turn out so cute. So I'm just adding a little bit of this brown, and it really just looks like a crunchy, crispy leaf pile, and I'm just gonna let that dry really well for a while. Once it is dry, I'm going to peel off all of my little contact paper circles, leaving these darling little polka dots everywhere. It actually was kind of hard to find them. They blended in like really well. Now I have a string of LED lights. I actually got this at Aldi and it was like $2. You can find them a lot of different places. I've got this like almost exact string at TJ Maxx. You can also get them online or on Amazon. You can use like lights that you plug in, but I just thought having like a battery one would make it more flexible on where I could sort of place it in the house. I didn't have to worry about an outlet. So I did need to attach that battery pack somehow, and I decided to use a glue gun, and I was a little bit worried that it might be too heavy, but it ended up holding just fine. It wasn't even a big deal. So I just glued that on the back. And then I was just slightly worried that it wouldn't hold. It did hold, but just in case, I thought I would throw a little bit of twine around there. And I know like burlap and twine and those sort of naturally fibers have like a total fall autumn vibe anyway. So I thought it'd be really cute if I just threw a bow right in front. And that's seriously like the whole project. You could really add like anything to this. You could get crazy with it if your kids are involved. Throw some ribbons, throw some pipe cleaners on there. But I thought it was so cute and such a darling little nightlight. This would look amazing on your steps on Halloween night next to your jack-o'-lanterns. The last project I am going to do is a handprint project. I try to do a handprint one like every season. And oh my gosh, Desmond was like so freaked out about me painting his hand. I felt terrible about it. But afterwards, he thought it was like pretty funny and he did enjoy watching his brother get it done. So like, don't worry, he's okay with it now. Um, but I just used some light brown paint to put their handprints on there. Fox has always thought it was like really funny getting his hands painted. He like giggles the whole time. But I really love having handprint art. I always, do it for every season. I've got, handprint shamrocks and handprint turkeys and all sorts of stuff. I just think it's a great way to gauge their growth and a great decoration to like look back on every year. Fox had to add an extra one in there. He couldn't help himself. But these we are actually going to turn into darling little acorns. So I'm just going to grab some dark brown paint and just add some little acorn tops on there. I did want to add a little bit more fall color in there, so I'm just making a little orange heart in the corner. And after that dries, I just throw the date with a Sharpie in there. It's so important to remember to date these things because one day all of these memories will kind of run together and you want to be able to say, yep, that is your 2-year-old hand, that is your 3-year-old hand. That's when we did that. So these are my 3 adorable little crafts that also double as fabulous decor. I love it when we can kill 2 birds with 1 stone there. And of course, this is my new mantle. I'm obsessed with decorating it, and I think these look totally darling up there. All right, you guys, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed all of my fall crafts. Leave me a comment down below. Which one is your favorite? What are you gonna make this year to decorate for fall? I'm so excited that it is finally autumn. It's definitely my favorite season of the year, and I'm definitely getting kind of an early start on decorating for it. So I wish I had grown some pumpkins, but next year, definitely next year. I will leave a playlist down below of some of my other arts and crafts. I have a lot of them, but most of them are like seasonal, but there are some from fall last year if you want to check that out. And of course, come back for more mom stuff, lady stuff, and life stuff. I post new videos every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. It's absolutely free to subscribe, and I'd love to have you, and I'll see you in my next one.